Wednesday, April 8th, 2009, Todd Vlog episode 86. Hey, thanks so much for watching Jonah's video of Rock Band over at the YouTube channel. So thanks so much for that. Hey, if you want to, you can look at part 2 of that video over at Todd Vlog, brandontoddwright.blogspot.com. You can check that out. I actually posted it on Vimeo because I got a little better quality there. But you can see Jonah up close and personal, his eye of the tiger. Hey, it is Wednesday, which would normally be a strange day for me to be at the church, but I am here. We had an early rehearsal day tonight to get ready for Easter. Tomorrow is a Seder meal, tomorrow night up at the church in the worship center here, and so had to do a rehearsal. Rehearsed with most of the band, had a few people out with work and with some school stuff. But we had Dale Bradley on drums, we had Ray Wilson on electric guitar, Elizabeth Anderson on piano, and Tim Gillespie on organ. It wasn't until almost right before practice I realized that there was also a Discover Bethel class in the foyer. So our sound guy Larry was not able to mix sound. So that was bad planning on my part. So, but hey, we did have a great time. We actually met early and had supper together. Went and bought some Brunos and some drinks, and we all hung out and talked and ate. And it was good. I really enjoyed it. This team is a really interesting group of people, and it's very neat to be learning all this stuff about them. So I had a good time doing that. Crazy week. It's actually a little before 11, and I'm still here. I've been working on a Pro Presenter problem. If you've been following my tweets, you might be seeing that we upgraded to a new Pro Presenter. We're having a lot of problems with it. And so I actually tonight got to a workaround. I considered getting crazy and uninstalling and reinstalling and doing a bunch of stuff. The only problem there is that it's, tomorrow's Thursday. And I'm out of town Friday, Saturday, and I hated to do a whole revamp of something and then come back, Saturday afternoon and stuff isn't working. So that was a concern of mine, of getting in here and doing stuff. So I went ahead, found a way to work around it. I think it'll look fine. I think worship will go great. Feeling really encouraged after rehearsal. Now, hey, here are the songs that we're playing. We're doing Michael Neal's From the Rooftops as our opening song. It's the third week we've done that song, and I think it's going to go great. It really is probably one of my favorite worship songs to sing. Song 2, we're doing a sort of a newer version of Christ the Lord is Risen Today, which I've never been able to play an arrangement myself. I've never been able to come up with something that sounded good, and so through praisecharts.com I found an arrangement. Actually, Elizabeth, our pianist and vocalist, found it and said, hey, you need to check this out. So we checked it out. It really was pretty good. One interesting thing is Tim, our keyboard player, did a fantastic job playing a horn section on the cork triad. I'm not big into horns, but he really did a good job. Thought he really did good. So Christ the Lord is Risen Today. We'll do Paul Balage's All the Earth Will Sing Your Praise, which is a familiar song around here, and it's an older song. But every time I've played it here, it seems like it's really connected with folks. Then we're going to do The Cross of Christ, my song, which that one went very well. We talked a little bit about just being creative with the order, not getting locked into an arrangement, but just sort of feeling it. And so I think that's cool. And then we're going to do 2 choruses of Because He Lives, which I think will be, in my mind, it really is the climax of the set list. The stuff that Elizabeth's doing on piano and Tim on the B3, very gospel-y, very hymn-like, and I think it's going to be really good. I think we're going to do a good job of sort of navigating this fine line between Easter being special and seeming special and sounding special and it's a special day and still being us. And so that's always my fear on these things, is that we'll feel a pressure to sort of perform and a pressure to not be ourselves. And I think this set is going to help us to really hit somewhere in the middle of that. Be ourselves, but also do something that's important. And it's important on this day to be doing worship like we are. did talk a little to the team. I've talked to him about it before, and if you follow Todd vlogs or really any of my YouTube channel stuff, you'll see I talked about this last Easter. Past few years, I've really sort of reformed how I think about Easter specifically. I'm looking back on my life. Easter worship, from my perspective, tends to always be a letdown. And there are a couple of reasons for that. Number one is because there's no real holiday like Easter. You can't really compare Christmas to Easter because so many of the Christmas carols that we would even sing in church are playing nonstop during the Christmas season at Walmart, in the mall, on the radio. And so people who don't know God or who are not a part of church can come at Christmas and they'll hear songs that they've already been hearing, and they know Easter's not like that. You don't hear Christ the Lord is risen today in the mall leading up to Easter. You don't hear Because He Lives on the radio, during Holy Week. You just don't hear that. And so, because of that, with so many people in a service, which we are expecting a good number of people and new faces, we've got people who aren't familiar with what you're doing and how you worship and the things that you say and the things that you sing. It can make worship a bit of a letdown for the worship leader. That doesn't matter, okay? My job is to be obedient and to lead worship in the best way that I can and to give people the best opportunity I can. And that's the benchmark. That's what you measure against. But I think it's real wise for a team to be aware of that. Now, if it goes the other way, Easter can also be fantastic. It can be completely, totally, 100% awesome. And that's good. And that would be great on Sunday. It would be a really nice thing to have worship just be off the chain. But it may not be. But we got a chance to talk about that tonight after practice, and I think it's good to have those sort of expectations and those discussions. So, just really feeling connected to my team today. I think that they're just so very good, and I'm excited to keep playing for them and praying for ways that we can get out and about and start playing other places, because and this may sound prideful, but I want people to see this team. I want people to hear how good these guys are. That's normally not my motivation for gigs. I don't really do those with other folks, but for Bethel, for these people I'm getting to know, I'm just amazed at the amount of time and work they're putting into this. So I am excited about that, and hopefully God will give us some chances to get out and lead worship some. So anyway, that's the vlog for Wednesday night. We'll be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we'll be recapping our Holy Thursday Seder meal. We're doing a Seder meal tomorrow night here in the worship center, so hopefully I can get some video of that. Lots of stuff happening at Bethel. Even after Easter, it still gets crazier and crazier and crazier. And in 2 weeks, I'm even going to Chicago for a conference. I'm really excited about that. So anyway, hey, thanks for watching the vlog. I appreciate it. I've picked up a few subscribers over the last couple weeks, and that's great. I don't know any of them personally that I'm aware of. And so, hey, if you're a new subscriber, thank you for doing that. It'll probably take you quite a few views to figure out all the stuff I'm into, but pretty quick you'll find that I am a minister. I'm a worship leader in a church, a Christian church. I am a follower of Jesus Christ. And hopefully you'll stick around. I don't know if all my subscribers are people of faith. If you're not, that's okay. I appreciate you watching these things. I appreciate you finding some sense of community on this deal. So thanks for that. I'm baffled when I see these people who have thousands of subscribers. I can't even fathom it. But luckily with this small number of subscribers, which I think I'm like 13 or 14 now, luckily I don't get the rude comments that, Fred gets, or iJustine, or any of those people. So, hey, anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to go home and maybe exercise, maybe not. I don't know. Bye, guys. I love you. I mean it.